Yo, what's the deal? It's your man Shatta from RBE.
Boy, ARP in the building, man. You know what it is. We tuned in to Rap Grid right now. Yo, Direct, Gray, Hollywood, Heavy Bags.
Behind the fucking
See
camera.
y'all niggas over there, man.
Bang.
From us.
Hey, yo, I got a question for you that I've been meaning to ask you every time I bump into you. I feel as though like the quote, the legendary battle rap quote, "See what they do for views." You know what I'm saying? You came. Have you ever explained on camera like the thought process of that? And did you think it was gonna be that big?
All right, that's a fucking great question, Baz. I always wanted to answer this shit too. All right, so this what happened. When I got offered the battle with Big K, he was fresh on the URL scene. He was like the new version of me, kind of. And I was having bad battles with URL or not having good 3 rounds, so they were starting to write me off. So they didn't call me for a bunch of months, and then they called me and they was like, yo, Big K. And I'm gonna keep it all the way being with you. They said, Big K, $500. I said no. I called my brother. I told him, I said, yo, this is what they offer. I told him no. He said, call back, tell him, yeah, we want it. So I called him back. I said, fuck it, I'll take it, 500. Then when I called back and said they take it, I take it. They said, all right, well, we got 400 now. So it was just a lot of fuckery, and they were trying to push me out of the game, and I knew that. So going into the battle and writing for him, I knew I needed something special. You know what I'm saying? I knew I needed something special because I thought he was talented. I'm Big K, my favorite battle rapper to this day. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't at that time because he was new, but you know, I respected him. So I remember he didn't have no footage. My brother called me. He said, yo, you writing for Big K? I said, man, I don't know what the fuck to write. I don't know what to say about him. He only got one URL battle and he choked. That's all I really could talk about. And he was like, all right, I'll go look. So he went and looked, called me back the next day. He said, yo, go look at Big K versus 7:30. He said, call me back, tell me if you see anything. I turned the battle on. I got halfway through the first round. I got impatient. I called him back. I said, what the fuck did you talk about? He said, did you see what he said before the battle started? I said, what? He said, go back and watch it again. So I'm like, nigga, just tell me. Like, yo, go watch it. So I went and watched it, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I seen what he said. He said, I missed my brother's funeral to be here. Can I get a moment of silence? And the light just clicked off in my head. I called him back. I said, you talking about his brother's shit? And he was like, yeah. And I was a little nervous. I was like, man, I don't want to disrespect his brother. And he was like, well, how you think I feel if you ain't come to my funeral and you went to a battle? So then that's how I came up with it. So I wrote it. I wrote the shit. I called him. I said, yo, this is what it is. He said, man, I was expecting more. Like, you got to do better than that. So I called my pops. Pops, hear this. Pops go crazy. I called my man. He go crazy. I called my brother back like, man, fuck you. This shit gonna work. I know it is. So he like, all right, just do this for me. Write an introduction into the scheme before you go into it. So here's where it gets crazy at. I had already wrote. At this point, the only thing I had on paper was, you said before your last battle you missed your brother's funeral. That's all I had. I went back and wrote, let's get serious, because what I'm about to say is serious. I seen some shit his last battle, so I wrote a whole introduction after I wrote the scheme. But it was just a guy who was dope, who didn't have a lot of footage, and I needed to pull a rabbit out the hat. It was dirty, but I'm Ric Flair, like the dirtiest player in the game, man. You do what you gotta do to get the W. And for real, that See What They Do for Views is the only reason I'm still relevant. See What They Do for Views is the only reason I'm still relevant.
That's real.
That's real rap, and I appreciate that shit.
Now, yo, moving forward, 2-3 years later, Ill Will battle for King of the Dot Massacre 1, he rebuttals it.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think about that after he rebutted it? I mean,
Big K, you mean?
Yeah, Big K.
It's something that stuck with him forever because everybody says he's arguably undefeated, and the only person he lost to is me. So him being him, I know if I was Big K and everybody was saying, yo, you undefeated, and then, the only people that say beat you is the only person who said they beat you was Big K, it would bother me. And that shit stuck with him, man. If you was there that night, the fucking building erupted. The camera don't tell the story about that shit, man. It was probably the best feeling I ever had in my life, and I'm humble enough to say that, you know what I mean? But when he rebutted it, it just was like, man, that shit still bothers him, and it's too late. I didn't know that was his brother or his friend. All I know is he said, I missed my brother's funeral, and all I did was take out of what I could take out of it. I could care less if it's his brother or not. At the end of the day, he lost a friend, you know what I'm saying? And he had to grieve through that, so I meant no disrespect by it, but obviously it still bothered him, and I'm a fan of Big K, like I said.
That's battle rap history for you right there, yo.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, I got a lot of people on my hit list. K-Shine, I'm coming for you. Ill Will, we got something to take care of. Cortez, I'm coming to get you too.
So you officially back? You ready?
Yeah, the only thing, I got an album coming, man. I need an outlet to put my music out, so why not use what I'm best at? So that's what I'm doing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And go check out my SoundCloud/Rosenberg. That's my producer right here, man.
You already. Who, the white boy?
Yeah,
Oh, you know, I fucks with white boys, bro. You know what I'm saying?
K Productions, man.
That's what's up, yo.
He took me in at a fucked up period and shit, you know what I'm saying? And now we back getting right. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody look out for the project coming from his production company and shit like that. This is my cameraman right here.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
got the whole squad out here.
You know.
Hey, yo, I'm going on record by saying, yo, you one of my favorites, and I'm not just saying that shit because we homies. Like, I really, like, your energy, what you bring to the table, different, man. So salute to you.
Right here, man.
You know what I mean? Nah, we can't. No shooters.
Shooter, man. Shooter.
Nah, but yo, we out. Good looking.
I don't want to battle Jen, and I don't want to battle that too much kid, Jermaine. And I wound up having to battle both of these niggas the same night.
Not just I seen him when he battled Jonah, and he did Jonah. That shit was dead on. Like, he's talented for that.